Okay, so we're going to start with the Chun-Li. So the Chun-Li from Kinetiquettes, this is the Femme Fatale line, as we said previously. We're going to start and go through each piece, and then we'll talk about how they fit together and what you can do split options wise. This scale is, I think they're what, they
1/6.
A 1/6 scale. She's actually pretty big.
Yeah.
I think, to be honest with you, look, before we even get off the bat, you know, I think this is the weakest of the three.
Yeah.
I think me and X both have agreed that, you know, I mean, we're lucky that we got these prototypes in. We can give our opinion, and hopefully the changes will be seen in collectors' houses.
Well, it's funny is if I was to go away and someone would say to me, okay, we've got a Chun-Li, a Cammy, and a Juri. Who do you want? I would say classic, and I would say Chun-Li. Chun-Li is the one I would go for. But looking at the three of them now, if there were three women in a bar, Chun-Li would be my least sort of favourite. I'd go for.
Oh yeah, the Juri would get it. Then Cammy would get it. No, Cammy then Juri.
Yeah.
Actually, both at the same time. All three.
I mean,
all three. I'm not fussy. But in terms of quality wise, I think this is probably the weakest of the three.
Yeah.
Just in terms, let's start. We'll go on. Pretty much look down. I mean, they've all got this sort of like iron girder, flooring, steel. Basically, what's that like? You know, like it used to be like council estate stairs, isn't it? You know, that we used to grow up in. You know, we used to
go. I was going to say checker plane, but that's the other thing. But it's like a grate.
Yeah, it's like a grate, like a factory stair or something.
On like an industrial stair or a fire escape or something
exactly
like that.
Yeah.
This, as you say, all three of them have this style of. Like rubbled and like there's some kind of debris.
Steel framing, girdering going on. You know, they're all sort of broken and twisted. Look pretty cool in that term.
Down.
Yeah, okay, let's go down.
Take a knee.
Yeah, come on, take a knee. Take a knee, Jaden Smith, you bitch. Take a knee.
Right,
calm down. Okay, so when we start getting into this, I mean, it's got a nice dynamic pose on it. I like the boots, nicely textured. Going up, I think her legs are a little too brown. I know that they're brown, but I think it's too dark. I think it's just too dark. I mean, the skin tones between here and here are really quite drastic, and I know it's a little bit off.
She's got tights.
I know, but are they that dark? I don't think they're that
dark. Tights on.
Yeah, but I don't think they are.
Yes.
I don't think in the game it looks as dark as that. I think they are. Is this comes separate? Yeah.
No, it's not separate, but as I say, it's a prototype, and that PR does need a bit of adjustment.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a gappage going on.
I do like as you say, we're starting low. So you've got all this kind of debris there. You do have a few pieces which, again, turned up in here, which needs a bit of love with a bit of glue. But as you say, because the prototype was literally wrapped in newspaper and sent to me like an old portion of fish and chips. So yeah, but as I say, the pieces, I'm trying to think. This grate here comes off.
Yeah.
And I think
that probably does, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's the piece I said.
Yeah, that one.
I think it's just that one.
Oh, good.
And then Chun-Li pegs into here. You might and then you got a bit of working up. You got really nice kind of texturing on the boots, kind of like the kind of cracked leather, the laces. I think that's sculpted really well. I do really like that. And then also one of the kind of the pieces, which is a shame because I think is one of the best parts of it. The kind of detail that goes along the ribbon on her stomach. I think that's a really nice sort of like lace, sort of intricate detail.
I love the way the flow of this is around the back and in between her legs.
Because this is the prototype, it does sit a bit wonky like that.
Yeah.
So it just needs it will be like that when you get it.
Yeah.
And the body is all one part. So also the arms come off there. So yeah, the flow. Thing about the Kinetiquettes,
great.
The Kinetiquettes pieces are that's what they stand for. I mean, the kinetic part is about movement and it's about having pieces that are kind of capturing the dynamic. They're capturing a moment in there. So yeah, they do that really
I think the portrait on this, I mean, we'll get on just above the thing, chest and everything looks great, and then the yellow's nice, it's neat. I mean, people do have to remember this is a prototype, so this isn't a finished article. I do like the portrait and the hair flowing and all this. The thing I'm not feeling though...
Ribbons.
No, I quite like the ribbons.
No, you said the hair flowing.
Yeah, that's all the ribbons. Yeah, they look great. But I mean, I'm not too sure. I think these are too big.
Yeah.
These bulbous things going on her hands, they're a bit too much. I'd thin them out a little bit and lose a bit of that roundness and make it sort of flatter so that it sort of looks like it's, like when you do that, it flows in a thin sort of way, wouldn't it? It wouldn't be so bulbous. Looks a little bit thick to me. Looks a little bit too chunky.
I do think that as you see on the wrists, she has the kind of collar things that she has.
You could never scratch your eyes with that. I mean, you could never
these move here.
Yeah.
And if you kind of move them around, you can cover up the seams on the wrist, which is quite nice to do. But they may need to kind of secure those in place. Otherwise, sometimes they drop down and you can see the seams there. So that might be something they should look into.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know how well you can see this on camera. I'm hoping you can see it really well. But all three of the pieces have fantastic arses. I mean, you can tell that Team Kinetiquettes are arse.
You know they're female form, man.
They're all about the arses. So yeah. So going
good face on her though. Good portrait. Looks like Chun-Li. It's really nice. But the scale and everything else, I like the portrait. It's done well.
Again, because this is the prototype, the mouth is not hollowed out as much, but in the production piece, her mouth is actually going to be more space. in there. So there'll be more space on that. And again, I mean these kind of energy
needs a bit more texturing on the blue. Needs a little bit of it's a flatter colour. Needs a bit more light and dark, night and day. But obviously it's prototype, so that's what we're that's what we're telling
them. But then the energy blasts, I think I like them. I do really like them. I think they attach quite well. There's no joins to where you can see them attaching on this one. And again, they pick up the light really well. Again, I don't know how this is going to look on camera, but that's what it's saying. But then also the weird kind of thing she has on her head that kind of looks a bit like a bra. That actually is done really well.
Really well.
And again, all the flowing of the ribbons. Again, really nice there. Really nice. I think overall, I mean, she is the weakest of the three, but
that says something because I ain't a bad Chun-Li.
I still don't think she's bad. I think that she captures that moment nicely, and again, I think Kinetiquettes have done a pretty good job on her.
Yeah.
Overall.
I mean.
Yeah. All right. So the next piece we're moving on to is going to be the Cammy. So this is Cammy White, and she was in the original. She was an English kind of assassin for M. Bison.
Mind wiped. Yeah.
And she was MI5 or something.
Yeah, some shit like that.
5 or 6. I don't know which one's which.
I don't know. We don't talk about it over here. You end up getting locked up for that sort of shit.
Mention it on your phone, you're going to get some people kicking your windows.
Knock at the door. Hey! Anyway, so this piece is second in our Femme Fatale lines by Kinetiquettes. We'll get them all out towards the end and show you how they all look together, but we'll break down each piece as we go. So take a knee, bitch.
Take a knee.
Okay, so we're going into it again. We start with the base, and it's following the same theme with that sort of grated bottom and a few iron girders and some broken mesh and all that sort of stuff going on. Yeah. I actually think this is the best of the three. It's my favourite. There are all prototypes, but I think this is probably a little bit further ahead than the other one. Certainly the Chun-Li anyway. Where it fucking looks further ahead. So
no, I'm just thinking. I know it was me thinking. I think that the Juri and the Cammy are the better two. I think that they're both done very well. I need to see the Juri again up close.
That's a bum, innit?
That was a great arse.
Yeah.
There's a couple of stains there or something.
Yeah, I'm sure because it's been in your possession for probably too long as it is. I really like the effect that's going on with the boot and that blaze. That looks wicked. That does. That really does. That's like that move that she does, isn't it? That kick.
This comes in a few pieces. So again, it's a prototype, so it may not come that way. But you have the base part.
Yeah.
Then you have this steel girder here. You have this piece of mesh here, and then this piece of concrete here. And the flash effect is separate as well, and then her foot goes into that. Then you also have, I think her hands come off, and her hair. So 1, 2, and then the piece on the front as well.
Is that all coming separately? That one on the front. That's cool, man.
That goes upside down and a deep again.
Telling me that's wrong,
and
the thing is, I would say is that isn't this elbow sort of protector meant to be on both gloves?
I don't know.
I think it is, yeah. I think she has them on both hands, but I can't be 100%, but I think that she does. Also, the hair is a little bit orange. She's meant to be blonde, isn't she?
Well, again, I mean, it's prototype level, so it could be that
it's not
this
blonde.
has been used for quite a lot of conventions displays. I
Yeah.
mean, this was this has been used for about 6 months or so, I think. So maybe they've had it out. So
I love the way the hair is going, sort of like flying up like that. But I would definitely question the colour.
Yeah.
So I'm not really. I mean, she is really like almost platinum blonde in the game that I remember.
Yeah.
But maybe
Well,
depends what version they
ginger
use.
now.
Yeah, she's
And
got
I
a little
think
bit of a
the,
redhead. I
again,
don't mind. I like redhead, but it's
because this is a prototype. I think the hair may have dropped a little as well, so it's actually touching her hands.
yeah.
I do think that the hands are done very well. The fingers are very, very dainty.
Yeah.
And I think they are executed quite well. Maybe that doesn't come off.
Does it not come off at the forearm? Yeah.
So yeah, let's see that.
Yeah, they're great.
And now it's very clean as well.
Yeah, it's very nice. For a prototype, it's really nice. See, now it's full of Alex's spit, so it's now become worth even less money. But yeah, I mean, like I'm digging the pose, and I think the portrait on it is one of the better ones. It's really nice. The
I think
portrait.
the portrait is really nice, but I think with the camera angle of the piece, I think all of these, I think, are very good because you can display them up high.
You need to display them up high, really.
So
don't
and there's a lot of pieces where you can't display them up high. So this actually would be very nice having up on a shelf
Cool.
as a set. Again, I mean, I think the arse has done really well. The detailing here is done well. The material here has got like nice creases.
Yeah.
Kind of leotard.
What does it need?
What does it need?
Yeah. What does it need? What needs fixing, if anything?
Maybe a bit more shading on the legs.
Yeah.
I think though, where she's meant to be so sort of muscular and things, I think it might be a bit soft. So that they could probably put a bit more definition in there.
Yeah.
I do think that the arms, I think, are okay. I think the legs definitely need a bit more definition.
I agree. I think it needs. I think it needs more shading. I think the green needs a bit more. Like we say before, like night and day. Needs a bit of dark and a little bit of light in there. It's very faint around the outside of it, but needs a little bit more work in there.
I think the camo could be done better on the legs.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't agree with the leotard. I think the leotard's done all right. I mean.
Well, who says no? I mean, I'm just talking about colours.
Oh, okay.
It's a little bit. There's nothing wrong with the sculpting on it. Just I would like to see a little bit more colour.
If you look closely, it actually does have texture to it.
No, not the textures, just the colours.
Okay.
It just looks all a similar sort of green. There's a little bit of shading, but I just would like to see a little bit more. Just to break it up a little bit, because the camo on the legs and the thing is like the same colour. Yeah. So I think if you just break this one up a little bit more with some lighter shades in it, it would make these stand out more. Do you get what I mean on the legs?
Yeah.
It just all sort of grabs your eye all in one moment. You sort of don't focus anywhere, which is a bit of a problem. It's because they're the same colours. Do you know what I mean?
Well, you know, she went for that green because it matched.
Yeah, I get you. That's why it's called camo.
Yeah, that's why it's not, making it.
Definitely need to get her a bit blonder, I think. I don't remember her being so red.
Kind of, again, the nice texture. And all
yeah, it's like leather.
well done.
Not what's the word? Is it leather? Sort of, isn't it?
Yeah,
like textured leather, yeah.
Or
That's nice.
Or like a leather.
Let's get Juri out here.
Good Juri?
Yeah.
Go on then.
Okay, so carrying on with the final piece of the puzzle. This is Juri. This is the final Femme Fatale line from Kinetiquettes. This is the third piece. So we've already looked over Cammy and Chun-Li. We'll get them out and put them together. But we'll get onto this. So let's take a knee and see how we go.
That was quick.
Yeah.
So she was born in South Korea.
Yes. She likes spicy food. She likes strong opponents.
Food and spiders and fighting strong opponents, according to Street Fighter Wiki. And she also is a Taekwondo fighter.
Yeah, you can tell that by the trousers, she and obviously the flaring kicks, which is awesome.
I think out of the three, that she looks the most done.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think that this one
is most polished, isn't it?
This one's the cleanest one of the three, and I think that she's the furthest along in production out of the three. It looks like from this. Again, the base is continued with the kind of rocks, the grates, and the steel girders.
Yeah, got a few metal rods.
She's got she's got a few extras. The rebar coming out as well.
And you've got a nice little weird rock formation that couldn't possibly exist, but never mind.
Well, in that moment it could, for that split second.
Don't think so.
No.
It's a bit like a tadpole or something. But yeah.
So then working your way up, I mean, she's barefoot there.
Where did you just look?
I was looking at
I see, yeah. I didn't know
I
where
can
you
see what you were
I didn't know where you were. You went under there.
No, I was looking at her back foot because I was looking at this foot here and then I was looking at the back foot.
You're looking for some 6-toe action.
Yeah,
Is that you, June?
Very much so basically, I mean, again, these are 6 scale, and this comes in quite a few pieces. So you've got the base breaks up. I think 1, 2. So you've got a big piece.
Yeah, 1,
this piece,
2,
this piece, that
3,
piece,
4,
that piece,
5,
that piece.
6. About 6 pieces on the base.
Both her hands come off.
That's right.
This
both.
ribbon comes off and her head comes off.
And this is the foot.
And the flash as well.
The big whoosh is going on.
Yeah.
The starting on the base is probably the best of the 3.
Yeah.
And working your way up, the textures on the trousers, the foot, everything's pretty clean. And it's got a nice mixture of like smooth and textured work. So it breaks up nicely on the eye. It's really nice. The belt thing that's going around, the little sash thing she's got going is nice as well. It's flowing quite well.
I actually think she's my favourite.
Yeah, I think she's the best piece out of the 3.
I think Cammy's the most sort of attractive, and I would choose Cammy, but I think she is probably the kind of cleanest done of the 3.
I think she's the better executed, but I don't have any affiliation with the character because she's a new Street Fighter from Street Fighter 4, so she's not really, one. She's a bit brutal and vicious as well. So I really don't like the fact that I can see the peg through that foot. So I hope that's changed.
Yeah.
If you look into it, you can see that you've got 3 toes and then some sort of big, massive metal square peg that you can see right through the.
Well, as you say, I mean,
wisp.
This is the prototype. So
well, they're going to need to sculpt over that. They're going to have to make the foot and then try and find a way to hide that because it's really quite obvious from all angles. I really love the wisp though that's going over it. I think that looks fantastic.
Nice bit of side boob there.
Love a bit of side boob, man, and I'm loving this spider sort of bra motif thing going on.
The face is really, really nice as well. I do like. Yeah. I think the face.
I think they look even better than when we saw them in Singapore, like facial. Whereas
Yeah.
I think there's been some good changes going on.
I think her face is really good. I think overall,
She's the best one.
she's my favourite one. Again, the only issue is that peg. That would need to be changed, and there would need to be so you could see the kind of toes through there.
Or just make it so that it's a covered.
Maybe
with a
yeah.
wisp,
So there's
just
some
fill it a
kind
little
of like a fade.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
like where you would have like a like a frosty kind of spray over the top, and then kind of fading into the actual.
Doesn't need to be the foot there, but that needs to be hidden because at the minute there's like she's like 3 of her toes have turned to solid steel.
I think the texturing of them taekwondo trousers have done the best out of the 3, and I do think that I like the skull as well, and it's got the real nice kind of sort of dainty sort of partners.
Do you know what it looks like to me? It looks like the Chun-Li was first and probably the roughest of the 3. Then Cammy was done better, and they're perfecting it now to this stage because I mean this is just so much more advanced. I mean over the other 2, I think. Yeah. Definitely pose wise, definitely the cleaner paint, the better shading. It's all on this. I mean this, other than the peg, it's pretty flawless to be honest, which is great. Yeah. And it's got the most dynamic of the pose. I think this pose with Cammy is the answer. Yeah. Because you've got the low and the high pieces. I really like that idea.
Just looking at the arse there as well. Sorry.
Yeah, it's a shame she's in baggy trousers. Or can you see it? You can see a little bit. You can see a little
bit. Not as much as the other 2. Yeah. But you do have the nice kind of curve on the lower back. Yeah.
You need to get some, bro. You need to get some.
Also, I mean, you've got on the hands. The fingers again are really, really dainty, and you kind of got like the little kind of spiky bracelet as well. Done really, really well. Yeah. Again, the paint is really, really clean.
All turned up mint as well. No issues with it whatsoever. Really, you consider this prototype. It's not in a proper box.
I think this is definitely my favourite one. Just that issue with the peg, but other than that, I think if that gets sorted out, this one is for me the favourite of the 3. Definitely Juri all the way. What we will do then is we'll grab the 3 of them and we'll try and work out how to pose them together
so you can see.
So you can see them. Okay. All right, so we're back, and as you see, we've got the 3 set up.
3 chicks, man.
So yeah, 3 chicks out there. So we've got the
Ménage à trois.
Sugar kicking in, eh? Right, so we've got the Juri in the middle, taking on the Cammy, and we think that these 2 pair really, really nicely. Yeah. They go together really, really well. We think you would also possibly take Chun-Li and put her behind kind of Cammy, so they're both going to go on to Juri.
Or even
There's a few. We also had it posed where we had Chun-Li here.
Yeah.
And there's so many ways you could do that.
What you could definitely do is, I mean, we've got them in a straight line just so that you can view them. But there's no issue with turning this and angling it and putting Chun-Li in this direction, making it so that she's fighting both of them at the same time. Yeah, good dodge there, man. Good well there. I didn't do so well with that last time moving it. So you could have it sort of like that, where them two are hitting her both at the same time. But you can pair these with anybody. I mean, you can you take Cammy out of the equation and put Chun-Li sort of in there, and they can have them pairing off quite nicely. I'm like turning it, I can't. But, so that doesn't look too bad either. I mean, personally, I think the better use of space is the Cammy versus the Juri. That's my choice, but you can do. We were talking about whether we thought these two paired on their own, sort of, like that. We were debating whether. I think it does. Maybe it does.
Because she's kind of looking down.
Because she does going low. It sort of is working, and we did say we think that kick goes up. It starts low, but we think it goes up anyway. But back where she's meant to go. What she's meant to. But you're free pretty much to have these any which way you want to do your ménage à trois. You can pretty much have it how you like it. 3 women, winning.
Yeah, and with a mixture as well.
Yeah, you got them all. You got a blonde. And
you got a redhead.
You got a redhead. Well, near enough. You also have someone that's probably likely to kill you after the affair, to be honest, is this one, because she has no moral compass whatsoever. I think, to be honest with you, I think they're, for a 1/6 scale, I mean, Ryu and Ken are quite considerably bigger and are more imposing as a diorama. So, and then you get into like Guile and Nash, and that's even next level the way that's gone. But I think these are quite nice pairable pieces.
Well, you can also see.
I'd probably just go with these two personally.
You could also see the sort of progression. The Kinetiquettes have kind of come in, with the Ryu and the Ken. I mean, you can see
when
they've kind of got improvements they're going on.
Yeah.
And then also, if this is the way that George was saying, where it went from Chun-Li, Cammy, Juri, you can kind of see the improvements in the textures and the kind of engineering.
Cleaner with the sculpt as well. I think that it's just got better and better. It may not be that old. It might just be a coincidence. It just looks like this one, and that's been improved, and this is even more, even more impressive. So you never know. I mean, I think they look fantastic. But my question really is, what do you think about like the 3 of them? Do you think the 3? I mean, that's a lot of real estate there. You know what I mean? To put 3 pieces together, you could put 2 sort of here, like we said. But I still think I think that's probably as much space as I'd be happy. Or they'd all go great in the D-top. I think they'd all fit as well.
I think they'd all go in the VestaCube.
Yeah, they would. Yeah,
you could probably put them all if you had Chun-Li at the back.
Yeah,
you could have all 3 of them in the VestaCube,
yeah.
Or you would use kind of risers to make the best use of the space. So you would do that where you would
that's a nice
tier
idea.
them up.
Yeah, that's a nice idea.
Just make best use, but that's a cube.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So that's not too bad.
I think they look great. I mean, for prototypes as well, I'm impressed.
Also, it's good.
They'll be even better when they come out.
Yeah, it's also good that there are again other companies looking into the Street Fighter license and doing them in a different way, where it's not just a museum pose. So they're doing them in the action pose, which fits the Kinetiquettes MO.
And in a scale that you can put more than one together.
Yeah.
Because that's the problem, really, is that even though PCS are doing that ultra line, the pieces are massive. They're massive pieces. And trying to get them into...
That Vega is a massive course.
It's massive. It's a huge piece.
Unfortunately, I had the Vega and I had to get rid of it just because it was so big.
Yeah, it's huge. It's a huge piece. And I mean, these are having a 1/6. I think for a battle diorama, I think 1/6, 1/5 is ideal. Anything over that, like true 1/4 scale dials are big, bro. Really big.
Well, I mean, you've got the Thundercat one, which is a 1/5.
That's massive.
It's just huge. So yeah, to do the diorama scale, I think it needs to be the 1/6 scale, which I think Sideshow did do that originally, didn't they? Actually, no, Sideshow dioramas are 1/8, aren't they?
Look at that. There you go. How about that?
I think they go together well.
Yeah.
That fits right above her leg and kind of fits.
Hovers nicely. I mean, I don't know if your child in you is jumping and you just want to sort of like go, what? It smash into the other one. You know what I mean?
But to bash your toys together.
Yeah, that's
it. That looks better from the other side where you could, from where we can see.
From where we are, yeah. Because it's open, both bodies are really open. but it works. I mean, that's nice. The angles are working, which is good, and then you can just like have her doing that from the back. She's trying to do it from behind here. Everyone's sort of getting in there. But you want to change the angle so you can see.
Yeah, yeah. But again, I mean,
I'll take that one. I'll take that one. Got to move it forward.
let us know what you think of it. Let us know if you've got any of these on order, and there you go. Like that.
Yeah. And you get her again in a backdoor action. There you go. A little bit of that sweeper from behind. But yeah, I mean, really nice, man, and a good little trilogy there, I think.
Let us know what you think, guys. Let us know if you have the pieces on order, if you have them coming in, and yeah, let us know how you would display them, which pairings.
Yeah, what order do you like?
One of a kind. If you just get one of them, sorry. Yeah.
Which one would you pick up?
Yeah.
Go on,
Which chick would you pick?
Which chick would you pick?
I'm thinking Juri actually. Is it Juri or Cammy?
I've got to go with. I think Juri's a better executed, but my heart is always going to go with Cammy. Got a little bit more nostalgia with that character. So, but you're definitely right. That is the better.
I think Juri is for me personally the best one.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
Peace.
Peace, guys. Thanks.